You know, nothing goes with a lava-filled cave than a twig and a bag of marshmallows. I really, you know.
I think it might cook too fast.
I just
The
told
moment
you.
you even think the moment you even think about lowering the marshmallow anywhere near the vicinity of the lava, it'll burst into flames.
We are wearing metal armor, right? You know, our skin should probably be like blistered and burned.
Oh,
and we're
if you
Convection.
if you want to get technical, at this distance from the lava, we shouldn't even be able to survive no matter what we're wearing.
Oh yeah, the air is so hot that it burned the inside of our lungs.
Yeah, that's why boss
What's that,
fights like the one
Resident
against
Evil 5?
Wesker make no sense at all.
It's a video game. You don't say.
And tomorrow's episode will be standing on top of a moving fighter jet, feeling absolutely no backlash from the wind at all, at Mach 6. Child's
Wow,
play.
Or as Mission Impossible likes to call it, run, Tom, run.
Isn't that the entire movie?
Basically, that's why I brought it up.
I love this dungeon. Stand on a button. Move to the next button. Go now. Get off that button with the other character.
I like
Move to a
how
different-
standing on a button makes
prefer-
walls pop in and out of existence like
you
that.
prefer spin me
awesome.
right round, Ted?
No, but at least I can play a funny music clip over that. There's no song that goes "Stand on a button, baby."
Isle's theme goes with anything.
It does go with everything. You could play it here.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 dwa. I'm done.
Buy now, Ted's Greatest Hits, available at your local iTunes Walmart. Doesn't exist, we know.
Do you have anything to say about this barbecue chicken? No?
No,
What
Not
the
as
hell,
talkative
fried?
as
What the
pretzel
hell, fried
fat.
chicken?
no, Ryan. No. You I'm about to eat. But anyway,
How about
anyway,
dessert?
just for a little clarification. If you ever want to see what the effects of the sketch bug can do to your SNES, you can actually induce it for yourself. All you have to do is have Realm sketch an invisible enemy, which you can do easily just by casting Vanish on it. Just hope luck's on your side and doesn't wipe out your fucking cartridge.
So it's like
Break the
catch.
cartridge itself, or just the save files.
No, I'm pretty sure it'll break the fourth wall and wipe out the cartridge.
So it's like catching
And
missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Wow. That actually wiped out all of the lava.
You're still walking on hot coals, which would really, really hurt.
Yeah, but at
What's
least
that,
it's
Resident Evil
possible. I
5?
mean,
It's a
extract
video
out of that.
game. You don't say.
Well, they seem to follow all the other basic rules of logic. Getting hit with a sword hurts. You can't walk through walls, usually.
You can fit 3 heads inside 1 iron lung. Sure.
Which is
I
very
would-
hilarious to picture, mind you.
I didn't mean iron lung, I meant aqua lung or something.
I just see an aqua lung with 6 legs scattering all about.
An iron lung. Isn't an iron lung a life support device? I'm sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
I saved
fire. A fire-breathing dragon. Could you heat this chicken up for me? It's getting kind of lukewarm.
Igneal?
Cyan's got some pretty cool shades on.
They're a bit big for him, though. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that. They're covering his entire face.
The bottom half of his face. Even then, it's not even covering his eyes. You know, the part where you're supposed to put your sunglasses on.
And this is where science says, Terra's transformed, I guess this battle's really heating up.
Yeah!
Wow, that was even lamer than most of the other yeah jokes.
That's the point, Lewis.
Well, me and my brother Mark are not sure whether that's a cool punchline. Is that we do an indecisive yeah, which has like 6 question marks and maybe an exclamation point somewhere in there.
So, yeah?
Yeah.
Not to mention a 1 and at least 111 articulated in English letters.
Exclamation point 1 1 exclamation point 11.
And a random ampersand for no reason.
Yeah.
Wait, Saban was zombified during that fight? I didn't even see that.
I didn't even see the fight. You fought one of the dragons, did you? Huh. I find it strangely difficult to give a damn.
Well, they're not doing anything. They're just sort of minding their own business, and we go and murder them for no good reason.
No, it's a very good reason. We need that Esper. You need to die so my collection can be complete.
Huzzah.
That makes about as much sense as murdering someone so that you can get that issue of Superman number 632 that you've always wanted.
Which is exactly what they would do in the Fallout universe, by the way.
Damn.
Anyway, I was saying,
just in case you're curious.
Locke, what the
Hi,
fuck
Locke.
are you doing here? Locke?
No, it actually screamed that time.
The world may have ended, but my quest to bring my ex-girlfriend back to life will never end!
Well, that makes sense. It was something that he would do if he had a year of free time.
So he's a necrophile?
Well, she's not
Ah,
dead. Exactly.
No, it turned out
No,
to be...
she's-
It turned out to be a stroke of luck that the continents rearranged themselves, because that kind of revealed the location of the Phantom of the Phoenix Cave, somehow. I don't know.
Convenient.
Hey, Locke. Yeah? How'd you get here without an airship?
Walked.
He likes mountains.
I walked over the ocean and flew over.
No, you see, once he got to the mountain, he just used his inner ice climber and climbed over the mountain and into the whole thing at the top.
He tapped into his inner $6 million man and jumped really high.
Locke, it won't do anything if you just put the Esper on top of her face.
Am I doing it right?
You spoke too soon.
You put the AA batteries in wrong.
9-volt batteries. Fuck. Who uses those anymore?
Right, that's the plus side. That's the minus side. Yeah, I got it now.
Rachel!
Rachel!
She opens her eyes after 3 years of being dead, and the first word out of her mouth is Locke!
And then the room explodes and half of Locke's face is blown off.
Damn, kid, she's been back alive for 30 seconds. You just couldn't wait, could you?
Locke, you are the hope that I could never be. You are the best of us all. You're the hero that this world needs, but not the one that it deserves. It's the one that it deserves.
So wait, no, it's the other way around. I'm sorry. I have been dead for 3 years. I could have sworn I had 10 fingers.
That's the pain in the ass part of being brought back to life in a fatally wounded body. You just die again anyway. Going back to Naruto for a moment, because this is a related point. Okay, most of the people that died in Pain's attack, weren't they buried underneath rubble from fallen buildings and stuff?
They got better.
No, they would have.
They got better.
They would have come back to life and instantly been crushed again by the buildings they were buried under.
In Shonen Jump, everyone lives.
It's a comic book. Everyone lives anyway.
Well, going back to why Rachel never exactly decomposed after being dead for 3 years, it is mentioned that if you do talk to that guy there in that room, that he is applying some kind of herbal medicine to keep her body preserved.
Well, they do have stuff like that in the real world that they do.
Yeah. I'm just explaining why Rachel's body never actually decomposed.
Oh, well, that makes sense. They got to explain why the body doesn't decompose, but being in an underground lava-filled cavern without dying just by being there. Oh, nope, that's fine. They
What's
can
that,
forgive
Resident
that.
Evil 5?
That,
It's a video game.
that is
You
what we
don't
call
say.
that is what we call applying the laws of physics selectively.
If you remember, though, if we're entering the Phoenix Cave, just about every single treasure chest that we opened up in that place was empty, and the reason why is because of Locke.
Give us your shit.
So yeah, give us all the shit you took.
Flame shield. I've always
Now,
wanted
does
a
he?
flame
If
shield.
you leave all the treasure chests alone, does he still give you all the stuff, or
They're
does
empty.
it?
They're empty to begin with.
But does the treasure chest that you open there have any impact on what he gives you now, or not?
No.
Okay, good. So you could theoretically just ignore all of them and not
Well-
waste time.
With Locke back in action, we can now head back
No
to
one's
Narsha and
living
open-
here. Just break down the door.
Well, we have our master of lock picking back, so you know, with his masterful lock picking abilities.
And by going into the inn, there's not a goddamn thing here.
You can't even. I never got why you couldn't sleep in the beds for free. I mean, granted, there's a free heal point in this town already, but still.
Because that-
Presumably,
Oh,
presumably, I know they're moth-eaten and uncomfortable. That's why we adventurers were selective with our beds. We would
But
rather.
you'll sleep on the ground in a tent just fine.
That's what I was gonna say. Actually, yes,
so I talked to the
rather-
guy in the weapon shop. He has a
We
piece
were-
of magicite.
we would.
Hmm.
Which is
Which-
more beneficial, the sword or the stone? Why can't we have the sword
Are you
and the
doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Or did you plan on making it the sword in the first place?
Oh no, I just pissed off 5,000 people by choosing the sword instead of the magicite. You see, if you choose the magicite over the sword, the magicite Ragnarok teaches you to spell Ultima at a one-time
But
rate
you're going
mind
to
you,
get
so
the-
it's like fucking forever to learn.
You're going to get the
But,
ultimate
I
spell
decided to go
with a
for
certain
the-
set of equipment, aren't you?
How did
I
you know? Did you
Oh, you-
watch the rolls ahead of time?
the paladin shield. I don't. Grinding that thing was
I've
the
only
biggest
gotten
pain
it-
in the ass.
I've only gotten it 3 times, the third time being this playthrough.
Only 3 times.
Well, I kind of cheated the first time.
How do you cheat?
But,
Game Genie.
Exactly.
actually, it was the first time I ever got the Paladin Shield was when I was playing 6 through an emulator. I just used the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Isn't there a way you can make
But
the
the-
game play itself by holding the buttons down in a certain way or something?
Yeah, if you want to do that, but at the same time, it's kind of unruly. You pretty much have to sit on your ass and. Well, I'll explain when we get there.
Well, no, what I did was for a good 2 hours straight, I sat there and grinded on the first island and tried to grind this thing. And I grounded for like 2.5 hours and it still didn't break. It still didn't fix. So I said, fuck it after that.
Now, I will say this. I think the Ultima spell itself is kind of overpowered for what it does.
What is Ultima?
Well, normally, area attack spells like that would kind of spread their damage, wouldn't they? But Ultima is one of those rare area attacks that doesn't spread its damage at all. It does the exact same damage to one target or 3 targets or however many targets there are. The amount of damage it does per target is very fucking high.
Text
So we just
difference.
uncursed.
Ruined
So we
forever.
just uncursed the curse shield, which gives us the paladin shield, the best shield in the game, without a doubt. So with that, I equip it to Terra because she deserves it, trooper. But now we're gonna bet the Ragnarok.
What does the Ragnarok get you again?
The Ragnarok
Illumina?
gets us the best sword in the game, the Illumina, or
Ah,
the Light
right.
Ring, the advanced translation.
Or the Light
It is the-
Crusader? Because that's
the-
reference I've
it
been
is-
wanting to make, and I've been looking for an excuse for it. There you go.
So because Terra's pretty much buffed out in stats, and because she has the Paladin Shield equipped, she's pretty much immune to everything this guy does. And now we wait.
Do you fight Siegfried?
No, I don't actually.
Why not?
I don't know,
Isn't
I just never
Siegfried
get
one of
fun.
the enemies you only ever get when you wind up with one of the booby prizes?
I'm trying to remember exactly what you need to bet in order to fight him, but
It's a
not
Mega
coming back.
Elixir, I think.
It's a Mega Elixir?
I think so. I've never tried it, but that's what I remember from looking at a chart.
Whatever
Alright,
you're
so we're
betting,
pretty
just
much
hope
watching
to
what
God
you
you do not get
December.
Chupon.
Yeah, well,
what's-
Chupon usually means you fucked up with that.
Yeah.
What does a Chupon do?
He sneezes you out of the battle.
Yeah,
Oh.
and he almost always gets the first turn, and it's always sneeze. So you pretty much lose the item you bet.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Well,
That is an
theoretically, you
example.
should save every time you try to use the Colosseum so you don't lose it and you can just keep on resetting until you win.
Very true, but it just pisses me off when I bet an item, and the first thing I see on the screen after that is Chupon. I was like, fuck me!
That'll be $16.
Is this thing dead yet?
No,
We're
it's not.
working on it.
This is the worst part of the Coliseum is that you have no control of your character. It's random. It's completely random. You just
So
gotta
start
hope.
the Coliseum and then go make a sandwich.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, good, Flash Star, right? Oh, he doesn't have enough MP.
Huzzah. Just keep whacking it with your lightsaber. Yay, it's dead.
Alright. Now we got the Illumina, the best sword in the game, and combined with the Paladin Shield, Terra is pretty much indestructible.
Huzzah.
It raises your magic block up to its maximum input, which is 127. And because of that, Terra is pretty much invincible to anything now. Physical attacks, magical attacks, unless it's barrier piercing like Ultima or Meteor, it's not hitting me.
Yay!